guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Marium Hanif and I do kind of like pregnancy videos and mummy videos / some like Islamic lifestyle videos as well. If you guys are interested, then please do click subscribe, like and comment on my videos so I know to do more of them. This is one of my pregnancy videos. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then do go and do that. I am currently 33 weeks pregnant with my second baby. So little Yahya is now 22 months pregnant. Oh my god, baby brain. Is 22 months old and we are kind of like planning for the second baby now. So I'm gonna have like 2 under 2, which is gonna be very scary. But I thought I'd do this video because this is a third trimester must-haves kind of video. Because my first and second trimester, alhamdulillah, it isn't too bad. I don't get any morning sickness or anything like that. With Yahya, I used to get pelvic girdle pain, but with this pregnancy, it's basically just my hips that are hurting. And I think that's because of the weight that I've put on this pregnancy. So after baby is gonna be a beautiful look, people. I'm gonna be in like baggy clothes for like a year, basically. Anyway, the third trimester is when it's the most uncomfortable for me. And they're just like a bunch of things that have helped me with Yahya, and I realized the things that I did need and I didn't need. And with this pregnancy, it is kind of a little bit similar because it's another baby boy. So it's very similar, the pregnancies, craving like ice and things like that, which is, or sweets, but Zahid said that's not craving. That's just me, but I'm pregnant, right? I can use that as an excuse. So one of my first things is a pregnancy pillow. So for Yahya, I had one of those pillows that went all the way, it was kind of like a big, like N shape. However, like a month or 2 after I had it, it kind of like flattened, and it didn't matter how many times I washed it, how many times I kind of tried to plump it up, it just wouldn't go back to like its nice plump self. This time I was like, right, I want to get something because inshallah, I do want to have more children. And I want to get something that I can keep for next baby as well. So I did a ton of research and I found this company called Bbhugme, and they do pregnancy pillows and nursing pillows. God, it's still falling apart, but they're very, very big. Kind of look like this. So I got mine in the stone colour, and they are just like this big, long. I'll show you in the bed. I'll put a clip in when it's on the bed because it is really big. But it's just got this lovely soft material which is changeable, so you can change the covers, you can get loads of different colours. The really cool thing about this is that you can actually adjust the thickness of the pillow, and for me that's a really important thing because sometimes baby will be like really far on one side and not so much on the other, but I don't want to sleep on that side where he's not. I want to sleep on the side that he's pushing out of. So I'll need a bit of a softer pillow, and then if baby is on the other side, etc., and I want to sleep on that side, and it does happen in pregnancy, it's like you're just so indecisive, but you can then just loosen it and it will become a little bit looser. But basically it's got these little pebbles and you pull down all the beads, so it's all got beading inside, and for the level of thickness that you want, or firmness that you want, you just pull the pebble down and you keep on pulling it down as to how hard you want it, and then you can pull it up and then it will just go obviously nice and soft. So it's entirely up to you how you want to use it. You can use this pillow, the pregnancy pillow, as a nursing pillow as well, which is really, really good, which I will be doing at home. I've got another nursing pillows for when we go to my mum's or wherever, because it is a very big pillow. It was developed by 3 Norwegian chiropractors, so they kind of had pregnant women in mind when they were doing it as well. So it's really, really good support from your head all the way down to your toes. And that was the thing with the other pillow that I didn't get. It wasn't like supporting me from my ankles, it was supporting me from my knees and my thighs and things like that, and just making sure that your body is aligned. But it wasn't doing anything for my feet, anything for my like hips. I really wanted to find something that worked with everything, and it is so multifunctional. So third trimester, I am so uncomfortable sitting on the sofa and so uncomfortable sitting up in bed, and like if I'm reading a book or on my laptop or whatever, it is just so hard. So using this as a back support as well is perfect. It's got antibacterial and antifungal properties, so it is really good for when baby actually arrives. However, the next thing for me is the pregnancy tablets. So I would always make sure that you get the best that you can get. I know everyone's like, you just need the folic acid and blah, 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 but I think when you're creating a new baby in your belly, you need to make sure that you're having all your multivitamins and everything you can so that the development of the baby is going as well as it can be. Inshallah, I mean, everything's from God. However, there's nothing stopping you from trying your best. So I take the Pregnant Care Max, and these are a little bit on the dearer side, but Boots always do an offer, so it's like 3 for 2, and you get loads of Boots points when you buy from there. So this has got the omega-3 additional supplements, so you take 2 of the normal ones and then the additional omega-3, and that really helps with brain and eye development. The normal multivitamin tablets that you take sometimes have vitamin A, and that is not good for pregnant ladies. Too much vitamin A is not good, and as well as too much mercury and things like that. So just be careful on the multivitamins that you do take. So I have talked about this before, but I have to bring this up again. It's the EPINO. Now, the EPINO, for those of you that don't know, is a birth trainer, and I swear by it. It reduces episiotomies, it reduces complications and tears or anything like that during labor, and it's just gives you that sense of like, you know what, I can do this. Because I won't go into detail because it's a bit TMI, but I'll put a link down below so you can go and research it for yourself. A little bit on the expensive side, I think it's about £99 at the moment. They never, hardly ever have any offers, but it has proven to help a lot, and a lot of people in France use it, and Germany, and it's kind of like the thing to do. So with alhamdulillah, with Yahya, I had a very straightforward labor, and alhamdulillah, everything was fine, and I'm hoping it's the same for this one. It is something that you use after 36 weeks, so please make sure you read the instructions before you start using it. And it's just, I'm not into like the whole, you know, massages that you do to help the area, so for me this was the best option. And kind of like at the end of the pregnancy, I was just getting really worried about the actual delivery, and I am really keen on having a natural birth, so I did want to try every avenue possible, and this EPINO just worked for me. Reviews and comments that I've seen about it have been great. Right, so for stretch marks, in my first and second trimester I did start getting them. They are hereditary. With Yahya, alhamdulillah, it was fine. However, this time I know that I'm way bigger, so what I have started doing is using rosehip oil. Now this is something that I got from Amazon, fairly cheap, and I used to use it on my face, and I was like, you know what, it works on my face for like acne scarring and things like that. Let me try on my belly. It's absolutely fine to use for pregnant women. It's 100% organic rosehip oil, cold pressed, and it's just really good moisture. It's a drying oil, so it's not too like horrible on your skin or anything. But what I would say is it's a little bit tinted of like, I don't know, other ones might be different, but my one is like so yellow. And let me just show you actually. So if I put it on, it comes in like a tube like this, but it's very like yellow. And when you rub it in to the skin, it's still a bit yellow. So there's like a weird smell to it. Like rosehip oil doesn't smell very nice. So what I did on top of that, so as you can see, it is a drying oil. It's not like got this sheen on it that you can't sleep with at night, or it will feel like really silky weird. Is I would use the Burts Mama Bee butter as well. Now this is something that I used for Yahya, and it worked fine. So for me, it's not got a smell. It's kind of like odorless, and it's just quite nice for the belly. And just to reduce those stretch marks that you don't really want to have. So in my third trimester, as normal, maternity bras were like a must. I only stopped breastfeeding about 3 or 4 months ago, so it wasn't too bad. So I've still got my maternity bras. Like I've went through so many, and the best ones that I found were from Bravado. So I'll put a link down below for them. I wash them all the time, and I cannot tell you that they're like in the same condition as when I bought them. They like, color hasn't gone, there's no threads coming out or anything like that, whereas with the other brands they kind of really did like fall apart. However, everyone talks about maternity bras, nobody talks about underwear. You need new underwear for when you are in your third trimester, especially for me. I don't know if anybody else has done this or experienced this, but I had to get like another size or 2 sizes up. It was just so uncomfortable, and I know you can get actual maternity underwear, but for me, I'm just like, it's just so expensive. Just go to Primark, get a pack of like 5 for like £2-3, whatever it is. There's been so many situations where I've actually been out and it's been like way too tight. I've had to come home and change. So make sure you get your underwear right. The next one is maternity leggings. Now, everyone goes on about these Lululemon leggings. They're A-line ones that are like so expensive, they're like £80. But for me, I wear leggings every day and I can afford 4 pairs of Lululemon leggings. If you can, great. I've heard amazing things about them. But for me, £8.99 from H&M is perfect. And they make my legs look nice and slimmer than they are. And it's just a lot of support around the belly as well. So I get the full panel leggings, and they just really help. They're $8.99. I think I've got about 4 pairs, so it's just so nice and easy when I'm just doing the washing. I've always got a spare set for me to wear. I have spoken about this before as well, but hypnobirthing is a must. I was really anxious about it at first because I was like, I'm never going to do hypnobirthing. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not going to like hypnotize myself. Like, how is that even going to work? Blah 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 blah. But I kid you not, with Yahya, I literally had hypnotized myself to numbness. So at the end, when I was, you know, delivering Yahya, I couldn't feel a thing. I couldn't feel my contractions. I was in such a zen mode. It was just very peaceful. And I totally think that was because of, you know, obviously Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but also the hypnobirthing that really let me kind of go into myself. And in the same sense, when I was doing hypnobirthing, I really related it to God, and the two just meshed for me perfectly. So this time round, I really want to do it again. However, it's been 2 years and I have forgotten. So I do need to read up on my book again, which I will show you. So I got the Catherine Greaves, the hypnobirthing book, and it comes with some DVDs or music listening CDs as well. And I've tabbed up things for Zahid to read because God knows he's not going to read the whole book. So yeah, it's kind of like a self-hypnosis method, and it kind of like gives you loads of relaxing techniques that you can follow and inshallah control your labor, because that's what kind of, I think as a human, you kind of, when you lose control of something, you get very anxious and things just go wrong naturally. Whereas if you feel like you're in control and you just let everything happen naturally, then inshallah it will all be fine. A fitness ball is a must for the final trimester. You will not want to be sitting on the sofa. It will just cause you so much back pain and hip pain and bottom pain and all the rest of it. Bouncing on a ball and trying to get baby in the right position, so head down, feet up, in the final trimester is a must, and that ball really helps. The final thing is dates. A lot of people have done research into this, but apparently it reduces the second stage of labor. It just helps your contractions and dilations be quicker. And so for me, after 38 weeks, I will start taking 7 dates a day to try and get baby prepared and ready for labor. Baby knows when baby is coming out, so the nutrients in those dates is really good, because they basically store their food for about 3 days before they are delivered. And it's just something that really helps them as well, because it is a traumatic experience for mummy as well as baby. Like, I think everybody forgets about the baby going through the birth canal. It's not easy for them either. Right, so that's about it, guys. I hope this has been very helpful, and inshallah I hope your pregnancy goes well. Do pray for me and pray that my pregnancy goes as well this time as it did last time. And inshallah, I will see you guys soon. Do click like and subscribe. Take care. Bye.